Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to do much on Epstein, and I'm not. But the few things, basically, I'm probably going to put maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, and that'll be it. Because there's enough. Seriously, there's enough. But I will guarantee you that you're not going to hear honest commentary or honest what I see, not what I hear stuff, you know? Open minded, non led by the nose, not invested, but all my skin in the game commentary. If that makes any sense to you. I'm not invested in any group. I'm not following somebody else's lead who's probably on the road to nowhere. I come to my own conclusions based on what research, what facts, what evidence shows. But it's by their fruits you shall know them, not by the shadow they cast over you that you mistake for shade. Yeah, I added that bit on then. Because I think it's fitting for today's day and age. Now I'm going to play a video to you. It goes for 15 minutes. It's over 15 minutes. So this video all up's probably not even going to go for 20 minutes. It's Bear from Bear Independent, TJ. This dude, he runs Grindstone Ministries. He's a church minister. He runs Caleb House. He runs, I think it's three other, what is it? He's got something like 3 not-for-profits and 3 profit companies. He's got Refuge Medical. He does medical training. He does heaps of stuff. He does, excuse me, rescue and recovery work for cyclone and tornado areas. Like, this dude's He's awesome. He's awesome. Now and then I don't like his America bro attitude. That's probably more me than anything. I'm in competition with no man. I don't get that sense of patriotism for. I think it's false patriotism. You know, it makes me proud to be an American. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe because we've never really had much to be proud of here in Australia, have we? Not really. And like I say, I'm in competition with no man, and I don't have self-pride. So what is there to be proud of? I take pride in workmanship. I take pride in being, you know, like, not in myself, but pride in my behaviour and how I navigate life. Hopefully better tomorrow than today, and hopefully better there again the day after that. But we all fall short. But this guy, he does the things. He actually goes into places with the FBI and rescues kids from child sex slavery and all that sort of stuff. I've seen this man. He's not called Bear because he's tiny. You know, he's a big, strong man, and sometimes you think, geez, this dude, he's like callous to the point of narcissism and psychopathy, but it's not. He's just bottling a lot of shit up, I think. And he believes in who cares, try harder, make it happen, get it done, but do it righteously. Without further ado, Bear. So, we say, I'm not here to, for your optics, I'm not here to titillate your eyes and tantalise your ears. I'm not here to stroke your ego or have mine stroked by you.
In Psalms 139, King David says, "Do I not hate what you hate with a righteous hatred?" And it's kind of how I feel today. I slept very poorly last night. And that doesn't do a whole lot to help my mood.
I got about an hour and a half.
Which is why I'm out here on a skid steer, knocking trees over, clearing land. Because this is one of my prayer closets. And the Jeffrey Files, asterisk, were released a couple days ago, Friday. And there's a lot of stuff in there. I've been watching on X. I'm still in X jail. I can't post, but I can observe quietly while I'm in timeout. I've been watching people's reactions to some of the information contained in the Jeffrey Files. And it creates a real mixture of emotion for me. Because on the one hand, I'm furious that these things were not just done, but were allowed to be done, were known that they were done, in collusion with foreign governments, as well as our own. By the way, if you've ever wondered, well, why are you so anti the nation state of Middle Eastern New Jersey? Yeah, a key component here. But I'm furious that this didn't just happen, it was systematized, institutionalized, and funded by you and me out of our taxpayer dollars. My heart also hurts for all the people that were institutionally victimized and that still are being. Because I've told you before and I'll say it again, Jeffrey was one of at least 100. And these are not the complete files. And what is manufactured in these files, we will never know, which is something I've been saying to you for over a year. But I can tell you from my own first-hand and second-hand information and intelligence, a lot of what is in there is true. I also, while being heartbroken for the people who were victimized, and empathizing with the people, the normal people who are just starting to realize, to wake up to this, have this odd sense of vindication. Where it's like, I can't even begin to explain to you some of the horrors that have been perpetrated upon the people that we have rescued with Caleb House. Can't even begin to explain it to you. And don't really want to either. Which maybe explains some of the righteous hatred that I have in my heart for those that would claim the name of the Most High and then behave in this manner as part of the systematized, institutionalized exploitation of men and women and children. Maybe this helps explain why Caleb House, with a K, and I've been saying that on camera for 5 years, and it pisses me off when I see people spelling the name wrong in the comments. Caleb with a K, CalebHouse.org, doesn't take government money, will not take government money, doesn't take private grant money. Because when you take their money, you have to play their games. And I'm not interested in playing their games. I'm interested in pulling women and children out of the worst situations they've ever found themselves in. I told you there are human puppy mills. I told you that they breed these children until they're all used up and then they get rid of them. I told you that they put CSAM on people's computers and devices, some of which are the good guys, because they control the narrative, they control the media, they control the social media, they control the influencers on the social media. They control the talking heads. They control the press. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, and I am also compelled to use this opportunity to hopefully put the nail in the coffin that there is no political solution to where we find ourselves. We're not voting our way out of this. Doesn't matter what just happened in Georgia. Doesn't matter about the voting machines out of Venezuela. There is no queue. There is no plan. That's all 4chan propaganda. There's no plan. And I told you, Trump's compromised, but he's trying to do the right thing. But he's compromised. Why do you think we're spinning up for Iran? Hell, there's probably bombs falling right now. There's been reports of explosions in Iran for the last 48 hours. At the same time, the Jeffrey files are getting released. At the same time that those Revelation 2:9 and 3:9 people that are occupying Canaan, the promised land, are masquerading as if they are Yahudim, in collusion with our own facets of our own intelligence community, which is the deep state, which is real, which has perpetuated horrors beyond the comprehension of the average American, which is why they want you fat and sick and lazy and stupid, which is why they want to take your weapons away from you and take your thinking capacity away from you. I'll use ChatGPT to do my homework. All right, goldfish. That's why they spray the chemicals in the sky and in the water and on the land. That's why the food is bioengineered. That's why the medicine kills people. So that not only can you not stand up, you don't want to. And the only way we're getting out of this thing, what does that look like from the global level on down to the tactical level? and unfortunately will likely require, high confidence assessment, 80+% require untold heretofore amounts of violence. Do I not hate what you hate with a righteous hatred, which is why I hate these pussy pastors that have feminized all these air quote followers of Messiah. Turn the other cheek, brother. You're first in a lake of fire. And it is. I don't have words for sitting here in this wonderful machine on this God-ordained land on this beautiful day that the Lord has made. To have this roiling inside of me and be unable to put into words what it is that I feel. Because I don't feel. Cute biomechanical feedback mechanism. Let's do shit. I have been painting the picture of what this communist insurgency looks like and where it's at, and stop hyper-fixating on Minneapolis. It's bigger, and it's trillions, not billions, and it's millions and tens of millions of combatants here. And most people are like, yeah, well, I've got an Olight, and I've got a solar charger. I'll be all right. Well, they are systematically, institutionally, ritually killing children, and have been for decades. And these are the people we fight. And this is why I ask you to pray for us. And this is why we don't take their money. Their graven image dollar bill money anyway. It's all useless fiat garbage. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with them. I'm disgusted at us. I'm disgusted with myself for not doing more. I think people think it's hyperbole when I say heads on spikes. I'm not kidding. And Shemuel hewed Agag to pieces. Sons of Levi, go throughout the camp north to south, east to west, with your sword upon your thighs, and slay every man who has bent the knee to Baal. And Samson killed 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of an ass, and Shamgar 700 with a ox goad, a pointy stick. And David, they wrote songs about the tens of thousands of men that he killed in battle. One of his mighty men went down and fought a leopard on a snowy day, and killed the giants, and 700 men in one battle with a spear, and another 800 men with his sword and shield. And Messiah, 200 million with a sharp double-edged sword that goes out of his mouth. And they want you to just be a really nice guy and not rock the boat, because the boat is filled with the blood of women and children. Across all denominations, the Yehudim and the Catholics and the Baptists and the Mormons and the Pentecostals and the Torah observant community, and all of it. It's all filth. It's all filth. And Pinchas stood up and ran through Zimri and Cosbi in front of the tabernacle. And Yahweh Elohim, creator of the heavens and the earth, made an eternal covenant of peace with Pinchas. Do I not hate what you hate with a righteous hatred? The Overton window has shifted. It is going to get worse. And now that the blinders are falling off of people, we've got two choices. You can stick your head in the sand and pretend that it's not that bad and it isn't happening and this is just normal. Or you can do something about it. And we will not, cannot vote our way out of this problem.
One lightning to...
Yeah. What have I been fucking saying? What have I been telling you? There is, see, what? Come on, this guy does the things. He's in that world. Actually in that world. I've seen that man break down in tears, like, more than once, more than twice, more than fucking 4 times. And as you can see, he's a man that would not cry easy. Every single moment of every single day, everything he does is for somebody else. What are you going to do about it? You're worried you're going to lose your fucking push bike or something? You're worried you're going to lose something shiny? Here in Australia, can we fight against it? Probably fucking not. Probably not. Not until we weaken it. How do we weaken it? We starve it. There is a strategy. I've already strategized it. The one thing that nobody wants to have a go at. Because it means actually doing something for yourself. It means actually having to be responsible instead of sucking off the tit of the government, of the taxpayer, of your next door neighbour. It means actually having to add some fucking value to your community. It means instead of running around pretending to be a man when you're just an alpha, actually having to be a fucking man. Not a fucking chest-beating fucking gronk, a man. And sometimes that means sacrifice of some sort. Of whatever magnitude, whatever. Okay, you can't vote you out of it. You're not going to vote. Why do you think they want you engaged all the time? Angry. Fucking just... You heard what he said? Jeffrey Epstein's one of at least 100. Which is obvious to anyone with half a fucking brain. What, do you think the world's that small? That one man can blackmail the entire world? No, it takes a syndicate. It's one of about 100 working for the Trilateral Commission. And you run around believing in fairy tales. Now, that's the guy I was talking about when I'm talking about he wants, you know, heads on spikes. I'm not that. That said, he's seen things that I most certainly have not. I couldn't tell you how I would feel if I saw what he has seen. If I had to work with the people that he's had to work with, damaged people. What would it be like to try and put someone back together who's been gang raped since they were a child on the daily and made videos of them? The mind boggles. How do you reconcile with that? Seriously, how do you reconcile with that? I think that would just disintegrate me. I'd shatter. It would take one man to touch my daughter inappropriately once, and I would be on the murder charge, absolutely. So I would not count on the police to do the right thing at all. They'd probably... They're too crooked. They're just way too bent. What are we witnessing online? What are we actually witnessing? We're witnessing the muddying of the water. We're witnessing a mulligan. We're witnessing a smooth over. So they threw one person under the bus who's probably not even dead. For what? It's a reset. Change the way the board looks. Start again. And everyone thinks that everything's all hunky-dory. You know, oh, we've got a new currency, everything's all good now. We've even changed the board. It's still the same game. It's still going to be the same game. We're just going to have different people with slightly modified gameplay rules for us. How do we feel? I do not know. Short of what he's talking about, we don't have that capacity here. We do not have a well-regulated, organised militia that has anything worth spitting on. And you got fucking idiots like Mark and Sam after work. Yeah, I used to watch Mark and Sam after work. I cannot stand him now. Why? I think he's the enemy. I think they're all the enemy. Because they're like, no, look over here. No, we've got to do this. No, come here, come back here, come over. We've got to do this. Yeah, no, there's no point doing this, no point doing that. And I think, no. And whatever it takes to keep you engaged in what they're saying. And then they sit there and they want to give ticks and love hearts and this and that and to whatever you say. Yep. Whatever it takes to get rid of you. The channels are monetised and this and that and pretty much all of them have some kind of a voting strategy. On this one senator, he's all right. This one, no, they're not. There's no such thing. Not one of them is worth the steam off your shit on a frosty morning, as far as I'm concerned. I would not give them the steam off of my shit on a frosty morning. In order for them to have any influence, they have to have validation. And in order to have validation, you need to be engaged with their bullshit. And in order to be engaged with their bullshit, you have to be fighting against them, or voting with them, or sticking up for them. Whatever it is, as long as they're involved. But the one thing that they are not counting on is them not being involved. Oh, they're counting on it. That's the whole thing. They are counting on you being involved. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to keep you involved, to keep you engaged, to keep you doing something with them, no matter what it is, good, bad, indifferent, as long as they're involved, they're validated. And you think that it's a system, for crying out loud. A fucking system. You cannot fight a system, especially with no strategy. No planning, no strategy. No hardware to do it with. When we live in a country where 10 people will do what one cop tells them to do, because 10 people are afraid of one cop, we're not going to... What's the fucking point? If you're afraid of them then, don't deal with them. At all. Refuse to deal with them. Pirate economy. Pirate government. Pirate everything. Do not need them. We do not want them. They are bad. I don't mean you're a pirate. I mean like literally like... But the only thing we can do is dirty the hell out of them to the point where everyone is so disgusted, the people will wake up to themselves and say, what are we doing? We're playing around with dog shit with our bare hands. And then eating food with them. Basically, you're poisoning yourself. It's disgusting. These people are fucking putrid. Rotten to the core. I don't want older ladies, I don't want women to be leading the charge, because that's not how it's supposed to be. Where's the men? Where are yous? You're supposed to be protecting the women, you fucking gronks. Women can organise. Women, organise. Organise your men to do something. Organise your men to get off his ass, get off the couch, get away from the football, get away from the fucking Bathurst racing, fuck off with the cricket, and start going to do something. Get a co-op garden going, get this going, get that going. Put yourselves in a position, day by day by day, where you are getting less and less and less dependent on the government. You have to be non-dependent on the government to be non-governable. If you're dependent on the government, I've got you. See, this is housing department house. I've paid tens of thousands of dollars that I'll never see back ever in taxes when I've been in business. I've paid a lot of money in fines I don't see why I should have had to pay them, because they've been non-victim crimes. It's not a crime at all. It's not a fucking crime. I don't give a fuck what you're brainwashed into thinking. If nobody's been hurt for something that you did that was silly, okay, you just did something silly. Stop doing silly things. Doesn't make you a criminal. So pick your lip up. Pick your chin up. Carry yourself with some fucking dignity. Oh, you're obstructing police. No, you're obstructing people's right to fucking live. It's called trespassing. There's sins against your brethren. For us here in Australia, the best way we can fight this is with peaceful non-compliance and self-resilience, self-sufficiency, self-reliance, with purpose. With 100% conviction and effort. Oh, what a beautiful thing that will be. Man, imagine the sight. To see a day where virtually nobody goes to the supermarkets anymore. Doesn't need them. We don't need them. Why? Well, way better food in my backyard. Why don't we put a co-op together ourselves and start going to the sale yards and buying our own fucking cattle? Who's got some land? We can raise our own cattle. All that. Fuck 'em. Working your butt off all day, every day. For what? To pay for a mortgage on a house you're never going to own. That you're told what to do with it, what you can and can't do with it by a fucking scumbag council. The fucking grubs. Yeah, sorry, Charles, now you've seen me a bit grouchy. Bear gets me, he gets me. Why? Because I know that he does the things, he sees things that we could only imagine in our worst fucking nightmares, and he still functions. That's why I stopped following him for a while. I do now and then, because like I feel what he displays. I see it. I've been watching him for enough years now where I see the pain. I see that pain. I see him sit there and tears pour down his eyes. And he just has to stop for a while and gather himself when he's doing podcasts with people and they just ask him that one question where the answer just makes him have to open up a memory that he doesn't want to open up. That's not PTSD. That's not... It's probably some trauma. That's compassion. All this psychology bullshit, go and fuck off with it. Oh, you're broken because something upsets you. So it fucking should. If that don't upset you, there's something wrong with you. This will be 2 nights in a row. I probably don't sleep now. I probably shouldn't have watched that this late. This is why quite often now I'll walk into a council meeting and within 10 minutes I've got to leave again. I feel it, I see it, I look at him and I go, all I want to do is get up there and bust your fucking jaw, you piece of shit. I'm not a violent person, but fuck you cunts drive me.